get it. And I don't know, in the editing room, did they just go, let's put it in there so we have two of them? Because it hits the exact same place.
Right, it does.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to talk about what's affected and not affected, when you talked about people rolling down, the second shot hits in the exact same place, and there is no destruction from the previous shot.
So, I mean, it is just supposed to be one shot, not two, in the script. So yeah, I guess it was just an editor's choice to put it in there to make it look like there was more action. I guess, yeah. Because you're right, the first one doesn't have the fire; it's just a little bit of smoke. They don't react. The second one actually has the actual. Oh, we killed them, but it's from the same location, from the same shrub.
I don't know that you gain anything by shooting twice. I think to go right to the explosive and kill them, and then maybe cut to Kulp being happy.
I know, because it's like Kulp. I have like Kulp, the calm, easy dictator. I mean, he shoots him and just. Back in the tree.
Well, no, I had that note too. Like they shoot him. He sees it with binoculars. Again, he's looking away from the actual where they were shot at, away from the cannon. And then they just kind of saunter back in it. Okay, we're not rushing over to check on our guy. We're not going to go see if they're dead or anything. We're just going to get back in. Proceed on our way.
So I'm going to jump ahead to the new movies without spoiling anything for Richard. And I know, again, that we're talking about films that as they went on, the budgets got bigger because they were doing well. They had a great filmmaker in charge of it. But I want you to imagine Woody Harrelson's character, Sean, from The Final.
Oh, yeah.
And how maniacally, and you could actually understand what was driving him, who he was, what he expected. And were this the Woody Harrelson character in this, and you'll see this when you finally see the movie, he would have been like, good. You know, it would just been like, we did it.
Right.
To have no reaction out of Kulp, you're shortchanging me as a viewer that I want to see. When Darth Vader crushes somebody's neck, you know, I need to know that there's that calm, you know, and I get those shots. You don't get shit from Kulp. Kulp may be one of the worst villains that I can imagine.
We've been annoyed with him as the choice for this particular character this entire time, right? Because he doesn't have any nuance to what he's doing, and this just kind of it just kind of goes back and like, okay, let's go on to the facility where we just shot two
and I
apes.
think you can have that leader that is nonplussed, but at the same time, you know, like I can only imagine some really forward film now might even have it to where they're like, maybe he drools or something whenever he does, you know, they would add in some little weird element.
I would love to have Kulp have a tick that
exactly
that's been happening this entire time that you don't really pick up on until all of a sudden you realize what he's been doing.
That's right. That it almost, that, you know, you can get into the sexuality of a fetish with a tick that goes into this when you're creating art, but it becomes that where it's almost like an orgasmic moment for him in these moments where he wiping away drool or something like that when something happened. And you're right. You would suddenly go, oh, I get it and I like it. We don't get shit.
Yeah, no, yeah. He says to me, no, yeah, sure,
Okay.
Well, there we are.
Or even if like everybody else had celebrated and he was, what are you celebrating? We just took out two apes. There's a whole city of them over there. Whenever they're wiped off the earth, that's when I'll celebrate. Or something
I know, you know, we're relying upon Kulp. It would have been nice to have an Alma or somebody else here to kind of bounce off of rather than just generic mutants, just to kind of give a little sense of somebody who could show us what's happening inside his mind or what's happening with this group of people. If there was just like a second person to bounce these things off of.
That's true. You do need that person.
Mendez or Alma or something. I mean, they're still back at the base.
That's
a great point, Richard. I'd never thought about it. I mean, you've got so many films like that where you always have somebody that they're turning to, and it could be a group of subordinates that we've seen. It could be all those people need to be with him.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. Why, outside of it, you've got the nuclear bomb that's cut from this version of the film. Is that why Alma, Mendez, and all them stay back, is somehow to protect that? Because otherwise, why would you bring everybody?
We should be seeing the captain too, right?
Well, you don't want to leave your city unguarded, abandoned. At some point, you know, they were going to come back from their victory. So they were expecting people to be there to celebrate.
I want to go where the orchard and vineyards are.
Yeah.
I mean, like, fuck the city. I want to go get some wine.
Right, and I'm going to tell you, if I were subordinate to Kulp, I wouldn't be that afraid of him. Yeah. And so I'd kind of be going, yeah, screw you, bitch. Yeah. I want some wine. You're right. Let's go have a good day.
Let's go. Kulp, we all got guns here, so let's just step it down a little bit.
Right, and Alma also has her little makeup kit, and that makes her superpowered. All right. Now that we're getting into that, I think that's the end of it. Everyone, have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
The minute of the apes. The